What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Kenyon Hackworth from Healthy You, Wealthy You, where my focus is on improving health and building generational wealth. Today, we want to talk about who should own stocks. There's a very simple answer to that question. I read an article on Yahoo Finance, and it was from a CEO of Betterment, which is an online investing platform, where she says that a privilege of the few. That's how she described people who own stocks. She said that owning stock, there's no question that owning stocks and equities is a privilege of the few. The wealthiest 10% of U.S. families own 84% of all equities and 92% of directly held equities. So, is owning stocks a privilege of the few? I say owning stocks is a privilege of those who have been taught the importance of owning stocks. The reason why most of us don't own stocks is because we don't understand how important it is for us to own shares of wonderful businesses. We have at our resources the greatest wealth building tool that's available to the quote unquote common man. You don't have to be privileged. You don't have to be wealthy in order to buy stocks, to own shares of businesses. When you buy a stock, what you're doing is you're actually buying a piece of a business. So what's important, at least what's important to me, is finding high quality businesses that I can buy, that I can own for a long period of time, and just allow these businesses to compound, and it builds my wealth. Who should own stocks? Everybody should own stocks. My family owns stocks. My daughters own stocks. I remember Warren Buffett said, of course, he's a multi-billionaire. He bought his first stock when he was 11 years old. Well, I can say that my daughters actually topped that now. My daughters are 12, 9, and 6. They all own stock. And because of this thing called fractional shares, you don't even have to have a whole lot of money to get started. For instance, Amazon right now is about $3,500 for one share. Google, I think, or Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, is about $2,600 a share. You don't have to have $3,000 or $3,500 to invest in Amazon. You can do it for as little as $5 on some platforms. And you're just investing your money. Anytime you invest, you're investing because you expect a return down the line. You're not investing for a return tomorrow. No farmer plants the seed and then goes back and look in the ground 3 days later and said, well, it's been 3 days. I don't see any crop growing. Let me go dig up my seed and see if I can plant it somewhere else. No, it takes time. When you're investing in high quality businesses, all you have to do is leave it alone. You plant your seed in the ground and you leave it alone. Do you know that $10,000 invested in Amazon and Apple, so $20,000 total invested in Amazon and Apple in January of 2009, that was right after the housing market crash. $20,000 invested in Amazon and Apple, $10,000 each, will be worth about $1.2 million today. That's $20,000 in 11 years. So that means it's possible to do it again if you invested in high quality businesses. Even if you invested in 2008, right when the housing market crash started, if you invested that same $20,000 into Amazon and Apple in 2008, even though they were down almost 51% in 2008, by still doing nothing but continuing to hold these companies for all this time, that $20,000 would be worth $596,000 today. The key to building wealth long-term from an investing standpoint, long-term sustainable wealth, is to find good, high-quality businesses to own for long periods of time. So that's what we're going to focus on Healthy You, Wealthy You on this channel. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we're going to be bringing you a lot of good, solid information so we can all build this wealth together.
Watch the market closely. If they buy good companies, buy them over time, they're going to do fine 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. If they're trying to buy and sell stocks, buy and worry when they go down a little bit and think maybe they should sell them when they go up, they're not going to have very good results. The money is made in investments by investing and by owning good companies for long periods of time. That's what people should do with stocks. All they are little pieces of businesses, and the businesses generally are pretty darn good.